Your outside world is a reflection of your inner world. And why is it important that you look at this video is because it will bring you a lot of more perspective why things happen in your life. This video could really be like life changing. It was for me the moment that I realized from, whoa, this is not just random. Things are not just happening. It says something about me. It made me a lot more getting understanding, it's not like I have control, but I understand. And you can do work, inner work here within yourself to change your outside world. And it has all to do with energy. When I was standing on the beach in Australia, like a week, 2 weeks ago, I could call my friends and I could tell them, hey, hello, here I am. Look at the beach. How nice is this? Da, 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 da. I miss you. I'm doing fine here. Um, if my husband finds a job here, we'll stay. Bye, Belgium. Something like that. We can still hope, no? Um, but I love Belgium as much. Uh, I love Belgium. Maybe need it's different. That's a different video. At least that's a different video. Stick. That is energy. That are waves. We know that. So we can use a cell phone like everywhere. People believe in the cell phone, you know, but we are also energy. So we also send waves into the outside world, you know? And if I take this cell phone and I call, when we call emergency here in Belgium, it's 112. When I dial 112, I dial there. They hang, they pick up, I hope, and they say, "Hi, you need help?" Yes, I don't know. No, I don't need help. It's okay. But you know, um, you send out a frequency with that. I open my WhatsApp, I go to my friend, I say, "Hey, Annelies, how are you today?" I send that to her specific. That's very specific. I want her to get the message. But the same is with us. We send also energy from our inside to the outside world, and that is very like sometimes it's all over the place, but it's like the energy goes, and the people in the outside world, they come outside, and they also have topics, things that they want. Like sometimes, I will tell you a story. When I was 17, I ran away from home and I went to college. And the first day I arrived there was a woman, and she was like, yeah, if I saw her, like just saw her physically, not physically because I really liked it. She was very beautiful, but when she talked, I thought, whoa, man, what a a mommy's child. I was 17. I was absolutely not a mama's child. I ran away from home. So, but for one reason or the other, I sent out a frequency and she also, and that connected. So within a few hours, we were friends. We were still friends until now. We besties for a long time. We have shared tattoo on our back. Um, so it's like the energy, we connected. It was like good. Yeah, we need that. But the same is with inner grow. Your system is going to try to make sure every day again that you do the job you have to do. And the job that we are supposed to do here is not going to work every day and cook and work from 9 to 5 and then come home and then do some housekeeping and then go sit in the couch because you're tired, watch TV and go sleep. That is what the society says. Is my doggy not very cute? No, she's so sweet. But what we're really here for is that we have to grow. We have to find ourselves again and again and again on a next level, you know? And so you get up in the morning and your system says, okay, what is there on our plate that you didn't want to see yet, that you didn't look at yet? And it's really time that you start to seeing it. So that signal goes also out. And someone in your outside world will pick in and say, oh, but that is something I have to deal with. Sometimes it's the opposite, then you're like water and fire, but that's also a lesson then. The fire needs to learn about the water needs to learn about the fire. Sometimes it's fire, and then you have to both learn, okay, fire and fire just gives more fire. How can we be both less fire? Or how can someone, maybe you have to turn into water, no less like controlled and staying above and saying nah, but more water like fluent, go with the flow, look what the emotions are of the other people, of the other person, so it's the other person can back down with the fire, and come back to her own self, his own self. If I get up in the morning and I think my kids are annoying, or my son, he does that a lot. My son, he can really like, mirror me. It says something about me. I can be angry with him and I can say like, what? But it says something about me. And that is how it goes. I had a colleague and she was like really, she was not treating me well. Um, it was very difficult. I feel like very bullied. I felt like very keep. I couldn't. I couldn't. Uh, I couldn't take my place. It was like I went like smaller, smaller, smaller. But then when went to in coaching Sassi, one day I realized, I s- I projected some of my unfinished business with my mom on her. She was older than me. She was also blonde, like my mom. She was like, it was not her fault. It was me. I didn't, and for one reason or the other, she had something to do with my energy. So we were like both triggering each other because we needed to learn something, the both of us. So the moment I realized, it's not about her, it's about me. What did I need to learn? Then everything changed for me. And it was not that what she said to me that I did wrong or that I didn't do, that what I had to learn, that because that was her projection. That were the things that she had to learn. I had to look for myself and to deal here and feel here, what is my lesson here? And the moment I did that, I broke free like big time, really big time. It was, you know, it, it was difficult, but then I realized, no. no, it's done, you know. I also quit that job, uh, and since then never went back to a job, you know. I've been an entrepreneur since then, choosing my own lane every time again, my own path. But I could be angry with her. I could be like saying she did. I still believe that she did things that weren't okay, but I don't think she did that from because she wanted to, you know. She did that because of her own pain, her own projection, and the things that she couldn't see, but also because my energy that I sent into the world still was on, let me be small, I don't mean anything, I'm not good enough, all those things. That was my energy in the world that I projected. And she did like that. Okay, I need to do something with that. So you learn from each other. So even the persons, you know, that maybe not your best friends, you know, there are persons in my life, you know, that really hurted me like deep. People that gave me traumas, you know, if you go to uh to a shrink that would say, okay, that is really trauma. Even those people brought me something. And if I look at what happens there and what happens in the outside world, and I'm going to reflect from what has to do with me, what message is here for me, that is amazing, you know. The last time that I had a major trauma, I decided, you know, like it's done, it's over. You know, what I'm doing, like talking to my shrink, it doesn't help me. I need more because I really need to be the last in the line. I don't want my kids to go through what I've been go through. And that means I have to stand up for myself now. And that means that I have to go look beyond what happens and what is it telling me. And that was hard. It was hard, but it is so beautiful. It is so it it's what it was maybe the hardest thing I had to do in my life, and you know, I had my fair share already, but it was, although I never want to experience that again. I hope my kids never have to experience like that, something like that, or if it if I could, I would wish nobody should experience that. But even then, I see it as a present because it brought me also a lot of strength because I went through so much and I learned, you know, to set boundaries, you know, n- to take place for myself, you know, to put myself first. And that is the most amazing gift that I ever gotten. And so here am I now, this so many years later, you know, having doing this video, just went to Australia, hopefully very soon going to Singapore. You know, I like traveling the world. I never thought that would happen to me, that that would ever be possible, you know, like it's not given facts, you know, and even when, you know, when I was little, you know, sometimes there was just no food. You know, I know literally the feeling of hunger. So if I see my house now and I see how my kids are doing, what we are doing, then I think, oh my God, it was all worth it. And I'm doing a good job, you know? even some days are difficult, and some some things are difficult to look at, and it feels sometimes very, you have to start that inner journey, but it's worth it. So, and that's why I created Next Level Woman and Next Level Soul, which I do online and live. Depends what formally, what kind of type of journey you choose. Because I really believe that the only reason that I can sit here now, the way I am, the feeling that I have, I never felt as free and as happy as now, even though the stress, the challenges I also have in my life, that is just also what life is, you know, you keep on learning, you have to keep on growing. But I never would have been here like this without the inner journeys that I did, and that I now do for women. And that's the inner journey that you could start. When is the inner journey for you? The next level woman or next level soul, when you really want to go deep, you know? When you say, okay, now it's like done. I'm going for it, you know, and it's like deep, you know. I'm not only looking, I'm not a person that just looks at your small circle and let's talk and did no, I do this. Okay, we take the whole scope, you know, even things that you don't even realize that has anything to do with your with your inner journey. It is, you know, we have a lot of more history and beautiful powers, but also trauma in our being that is from all over the world and then we think. You know, the pain that travels through families goes way beyond your mom and dad. It comes from way further, you know, and that's where I go, you know. Not here, not in the shallow. I'm not I'm not the kind of coach that will say, come, let's go. Oh, you have like, how do you say it, you know, like um plants in your garden you don't want. No, come, let's pull it out, you know, that it doesn't work. Believe me, that does not work, you know, because 2 weeks later they are there again. They're growing again, saying, hey, you didn't look at me. You just pulled me out. It doesn't work like that. I will come back until you went to the source. And the source is when you change the nutrition in your soul, in your soil, is it soil? In your soil, then other plants will grow in your garden, not before. And I go to that soil. What is there in your soil? What is the nutrition that you get from your ancestors, from your grandparents, from way before, from your country? What happened there that makes you have those plants in your garden that you don't want and you can get rid of? They keep on coming back how hard you work. So it's up to you to choose what do I need? You know, you can, like I did, wait a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer. But then, you know, you will see, you know, the struggles become like this. Or you can choose. What is it for you? Is it next level woman, next level soul? You don't know, maybe. Then let's talk. and start your inner journey now because you waited already long enough, like I did. And then when I was in Australia, we went to a park and I saw a koala. I started to cry. Not because of the koala, it was cute. And let's not be, it was cute. But it was like a little bit of pure sadness because I had to miss out so many things because I was born in a poor family, because I had to do a lot of inner work to get where I am now. And on the same moment, it was also I was so thankful. I felt so much gratitude because I did the work. I did the work. There were so many times I had to say yes to myself. I had to say no to the outside world. I had to choose difficult things. I had to be bold to be able to be there in Australia, that moment, to hold that sweet little thing. And if I didn't say yes, if I didn't went on that inner journeys, if I didn't say to myself, I'm going to create my next level life, I'm going to be a next level woman, this is what I'm going to do for myself, and all the things that I'm carrying with me, like already for years, I'm going to skip it all. It's done, it's over. And I'm not going to give it to my daughter. I'm not going to give it to my son. If I didn't do that, I wasn't there in Australia. It happened when I said yes. And I really believe that the world would be a better place if everyone had a coach like me. Yes. And a dog like Nona. And then she goes, lay back. Okay. Okay. And so you know that I'm a very big part of your life. Then I go back to sleep. She's so nice. She's so sweet. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. It was a bit longer than I thought, but hey, that's just me. So let me know what triggered you, what didn't you like to hear, what really landed like, ah, yes, yes, that was very nice to hear, and you feel like, yes, I am on my way, I'm doing good, yeah, Liz, next level, I'm on my way. Let me know. And if you want to know what is next level woman, what is next level soul, what would it mean for me? I'm on the other side of the world, or I live in the street next to you, then just send me a message, WhatsApp or email me, can do a Zoom, whatever. What feels good for you. Have a nice day. Bye.